Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the installment that I'm going to be talking about today, which is the North Sector in the month of September, which is the Rooster month in classical Feng Shui. And if you are new to me, my name is Kathleen Zemansky. I'm a business Feng Shui master, business astrologer, and the creator of the TimeBlazr business management system, which is a favorable timing system which I personalize for each and every one of my clients. There's a bunch of links below to get you started on all that, and I'll walk you through it piece by piece. So let's get started with what we're going to be talking about today. So one of the things that you may have noticed, this has been a crazy tumultuous year, and it's thanks to the metal rat. And the metal rat, what we have going on for them is some very, very big shifts and changes that are happening. We're in a new decade, we're at the beginning of a new astrological cycle, starting with the rat. Beginnings are hard, but this one in particular, boy, is it just knocking the wind out of the sails of many, many, many people. So the purpose of me being with you here today is to help you get back on track. If you're already back on the right rail and moving forward, great, congratulations for you. And this information will help you actually take everything you do to the next level. So the purpose for what I'm here for is to guide you with this free information that will help you with Chinese metaphysics. And I specifically work with business owners versus just looking at your personal space. But let's face it, we are sheltering in place because of this pandemic, and it's important for you to understand what's happening in your space. But what I also want you to understand is that I work off of this holistic model of person, space, and time. It's called the Cosmic Trinity, and really there's another ring around this that is the Universal Gateway, which in Qimendunjia is the more spiritual side of classical Feng Shui. So really it is looking at all of these different components and using them holistically. Sure, you can use them standalone to some extent, but with the way that I work with my clients, it's all very personalized to that person. That's a huge distinction between what is more the new age, where it's the cookie cutter, you walk into a space and the right hand corner from where you're walking in is about your relationships. The far left hand corner is your wealth. Well, is that really true? When you're looking at classical Feng Shui, you are doing some things that are very, very personalized. One, we look at the person. So again, looking at this little infograph here, the person, it makes up 33% of your life, your decisions that you make. And so if everything's going really well in your chart, yeah, you can tap into 33% of the 99% that's available to you of your decision making, your planning, and strategic maneuvers. Okay, well, maybe this year you have found that business might be down because of the pandemic. You could have completely lost your business, for which I am truly and sincerely sorry if that is something that happened to you. And I want you to see if some of these tools can help you get back on track, because using the subtle energies of the universe, it is ever knowing, ever powerful. It's just unlocking that energy and having it work for you. Then the next piece is Feng Shui. Feng Shui makes up another 33%. But again, let's face it, maybe your space is not completely set up properly for Feng Shui, and that's what I'm here to help you do. Then there's this timing piece, which it's going to trigger the energy. Now, you're born, you have a certain destiny, but you do have choice in what you do, just about in every aspect that you are relating to your life. You have a choice of either taking the high road or the low road or somewhere in between. And your space could be, again, the same. Maybe we don't have it set up exactly how we want it to. The timing piece, which classical Feng Shui is very much attuned with, you have absolutely 100% control over choosing a good day, a good time to do your important activities. Let me emphasize, underline, exclamation, you have 100% control over choosing a good day and time to do your important activities. I'm not talking about your everyday mundane activities. It's about your important launches. If you're spending time doing something that's really going to move that needle on your business dial, choose a good day to do it. Why end up doing it on a day that's going to harm you? Okay, so let's also look at, just very quickly, here's an astrology chart. I recommend that everyone, at least at the minimum, put in their own chart. You go to www.freebusinessastrology.com. Those links are below. But what we are looking at specifically is the natal chart. And we're looking at the year, month, day, and hour. So those are very interesting interesting pillars and how they're really used in your business astrology. Your year is about your reputation. It's about your branding. It's about your social media. It's the people that you know that can help elevate your status. Your month is about your career, what you're best suited at doing. Your day is about you and your personal growth, your mindset. And then your hour of birth, if you know it, is going to be about your goals, your legacy, your dreams and aspirations, if you will, your brainstorming. So it's an important pillar. I realize not everyone knows what their hour of birth is, maybe due to adoption or lost birth records, but you at least know 75%. When we look at each one of these pillars, 25, 25, 25, and yeah, we have to knock down the hour pillar, you still have 75% of the picture. So don't ignore and say, oh, I don't know my hour of birth. That's just being in the world of excuses. So, and if you're the world of excuses, then you're probably not a good person to follow me, because I'm very action oriented. I'm very results oriented. So if you're looking for an easy out, this is not the right channel for you to be watching. Watch some of those hunky-dory ones that just don't, just hang objects and then magically things will appear. That's not Feng Shui. That is not Feng Shui. It's using the energy of the space, the orientation of your building or your body, or important heavy objects like your desk or even your computer screen. They are the antennas and the receptor of energy. That's what we're looking for to tap in and bring to your life. Okay, so along the way, I'm going to tell you about a number of resources that I have. Here's one, and it's the month of September. So I've linked in below this particular video. But what I'd love for you to do is also from all of the pillars from your chart and those that you are sheltering in place with, just go back to my YouTube channel 2020 and then plug in those animals so you can understand what those animals will be about. So the rooster is actually quite beneficial, so you're going to want to look at that. But there's some other animals that will be in conflict as well. All right, so let's start talking about the space. This is the annual Flying Star grid, if you will, and we're talking about the North Sector today. We're almost finished with the energies of the month. I started in the center, then went to the southeast, and then clockwise around, and we're in the North Sector right now. So let's first talk about what the 3 is about. The 3 in the north, and the north has some other things going on, and I'll tell you about that in just a second, and how you can obtain the compass dials for your floor plans, whether it be business, and I would say business and your personal space. And right now they could be one and the same because of sheltering in place, and people are working more and accepting more to be working remotely. Why not set your space up for success? Okay, so the 3 in the Flying Star methodology, it really is about disagreements, it's about arguments, and so it's really not the best area to hang out in 2020, because you're going to be absorbing that energy. But in the month of September, we have a little bit different dynamics going on. And what we have is a 6 and a 3. Now, when you're looking at this particular grid, First thing I want you to know is that the rooster month goes from September the 7th all the way to October the 7th. Therefore, it's very good to know that the rooster month actually goes into a couple of weeks, the first few days of October. So you really have all of this energy to be working with the entire month. So just know that the Chinese calendar is a little bit different than the Western calendar of starting on the first of the month. It starts a few days in, and each month is a little bit different. This particular year and month, it is the 7th to the 7th. Okay, now let's go back and have another look at some other things I want you to know. So the right-hand number in all of the boxes are your annual number. The number on the left is the monthly influences. So what we want to find out is, what does that combination have for us to look at to see how it can be helpful for us. So the thing I want you to understand is that the blue icons are going to be your positive energy, and the negative is going to be depicted in red. So you can actually start looking at, oh, I can start making conscious choices. I know that energy is going to be bad or mixed in the south and the southwest so far with the information that we know. So I am not going to spend any time in bad energy. Why would I do that? That's like knowing that you're going to be in an abusive relationship and you just keep going back for more. Stop it. you know, it's like, what is that saying? I'm the victim once if something happens, and then after that it's like your own dang fault. So don't make it your own dang fault. Get out of the negative energy and get into the positive. But this is just for the flying star energies, and then we'll talk about the other Feng Shui dial in just a second. So let me tell you the picture of what the North is holding for us in 2020 in the month of September. So first of all, when you put the combination of the 6 and the 3 together, it really is kind of a no fault. Not playing, if you will, how do I want to say it? It's not playing, that, blind's eye to something and kind of ignoring something that is a wrong. No, that's not what I'm saying. Is that you have actually given your best effort, but something didn't really turn out that well, but you're not held at fault, right? So when you do your best, this is where this can really be very helpful. So it is about reflecting on your vision and mission in your life, and then being true to yourself and knowing the limitations, and then being open to that alternate possibilities of achieving your goal. So I really want you to ask yourself, if you're going to be using the energy of the North and using it how it's going to help you, what I would suggest you do is, get a device, whether it be an iPad or a journal or something like that, and write out your 3 to 5 year plan. Where do you want to be 3 to 5 years from now? Because when you start having that roadmap to understand what direction you're going to be going in, life is going to be so much easier. And then have all of your decision making be supported by the empowerment of Chinese metaphysics. It's really quite impressive what can be done. So this combination also denotes about not being detached to a certain outcome. So if you're open to what the universe has to provide for you, that's very different from, I am going after this goal and I have to have it this certain way. Well, when you open yourself to what the universe has to provide for you, then this could be a really great place for you to hang out. But if you are attached, you may want to use another, because the universe is going to give you some hints. It's going to give you some indications that maybe if you tried this, or, opportunities may come your way. So just kind of have an open mindset. Remember, that's your day pillar in your astrology chart, having that open mind to try something new. But like I said, if you're attached to an outcome, then maybe this is there might be a better place for you to go. Now, another thing is about letting go. Just that can be actually quite freeing, but truthfully, sometimes it's all about a timing thing too, right? Could be letting go of a relationship, letting go of a concept. And I do this with my clients, and I'll probably be doing this with you as well. But towards November, I'm going to start asking you, let's take a reflection back in the year, and what is the thing, and I can tell you what many of them are, that you continually to write down as your annual goal, and that's as far as it go. You really don't take steps to make a shift or transformation. So this could be something like, oh, I am, whatever pounds overweight or kilos overweight, and I want to lose weight. I feel like I'm fat or whatever. That's not me. I'm okay with my body construction, but that is something that people do talk about. Or it could be, I am going to be better at doing budgets. And then you're on Amazon and then, just burning up your credit cards and getting yourself more in debt. So really making succinct choices about letting go of that outcome. So what I suggest to people is, how committed are you really to letting go of something? And if you are, then it would be, a good idea to take steps, get a coach, get somebody to help you to do that. Well, in this particular combination of the 6 and the 3, this can be an opportunity for you to let go of something as well. But if you're attached to that concept of, oh no, I'm gonna write that book, I'm gonna keep doing that one thing that I said that I'm gonna do, then you may not want to use this area either, because it's going to say maybe you need to shift something because you keep saying it. And you know what, to me, when someone continues to say that I'm going to lose weight, write a book, save money, change the way that I am doing relationships, and they don't, this will start disempowering you, because your word is you're not even following your own word. So this is really important as well. So there are some conditions to using these particular energies as well. Okay, so let's move on to looking at this from a compass dial situation. So this is the annual flying star. Again, we're looking at the 3 in the north. And what I would encourage you to do is get a accurate floor plan. Take your compass reading. There's a link below that you can get the compass dials that I'm going to be speaking about, or am speaking about right now, and how to take a compass reading. So you want to get that done, and you want to start getting prepared. If you haven't done already for the metal rat, the reason I'm doing this is getting you prepared for the metal ox, which is coming up February 3rd of 2020. So we really want to have all of your preparatory work done. The last thing I want you to be doing is right before my annual event that you're scrambling to get this stuff together. Get prepared now. As a matter of fact, all the information that I do put out, 90% at least, this really is time sensitive. If you wait 3 weeks to implement this strategy, you've lost it. And you've lost the opportunity, and you've lost out on the good energy. So get the things going that you need to get going, like an accurate floor plan. Get your astrology charts ready so you know what the energies are going to be for each and every animal and what's happening in the flying star and the Feng Shui. Okay, now basically you're going to superimpose this and use the information of the monthly energies that I'm going to tell you each and every month. Now this one is the annual Feng Shui dial, but as you can see, we've got the the north, where we have what's called the Grand Duke, because it's the rat direction. So the Grand Duke is an area that we don't want to spend a whole lot of time in, but if you spend the month, or spend just maybe a few hours, if these are some of the things that you would like to do, like visioning for the future, spending a few hours a day and doing it on a good day and time would be a really good forward step to have you do. The thing I want to really point out to you, I'm going to go back to this dial while I talk about it. Do not, wherever you see red, do not renovate in these areas. That would include the north, the opposite direction south, including the little bit in the snake, which is in the southeast, all of the south, and in the southwest one where the goat is located, because this is where the 3 killings is located. And then in the entire east sector, that's where we have the 5 yellow. And so those are very dangerous areas to do any type of renovation, especially for the level of you just listening to me for free on YouTube. If you really want to do a renovation in those areas, it's very, very important that you either reach out to me to choose that date, which is a huge investment to do that. So just kind of avoid it and do your planning. This is where I think it's going to be very helpful to know that, okay, this year we've got this particular energetic. So if I were you, I would be doing any type of interior or exterior renovations in Northeast 1 and in the West 2 sector, somewhat in the Northwest, because it also has flying star good capabilities. So those 3 sectors to me are what is safe. And then hopefully you will be listening to me as well, you will be doing renovations in other parts of the floor plan in the upcoming years. Why? Because when you disturb those red areas, what you're bringing about is health issues, financial issues, relationship issues, emotional issues. Why bring that on yourself? So we want to strategically move the earth. We want to move the energies by using the certain areas. Now, if we were working together as client consultant, I would be giving you a Feng Shui schedule to do the activations. Well, we can't really do that because I don't have your floor plan in front of me to tell you all of that in your astrology. So I'm relying on you to get that floor plan, use these particular energies I'm talking about, and then put your body, we're now using our body to move into different directions so that I can now start capturing the energy of the particular sector. Okay, so the sectors that we use again are the ones that had those positive icons on them. Okay. So if you would like to get a copy of the Feng Shui dial, and it would be both the Flying Star and the Feng Shui dial, and then there's going to be instructions on how to take a compass reading, go to freecompassdial.com. So I've got a lot of resources for you here. Now, the next piece that I want to talk about is the TimeBlazr, and I'm just going to briefly talk about it. I recorded already this morning, TimeBlazr Tuesday, where I go through an entire week to help you plan out the week, and so that is a much more deep dive into what the TimeBlazr is and what I can do in a few minutes online. But it's a really amazing system that is personalized to each and every client, and you can grab a 30-day free trial, no credit card required, at free30timetrial.com. And again, that link is listed below where you can grab the TimeBlazr. And you may want to do this sooner than later so you can start understanding and reap the benefits of the TimeBlazr system, and really start really strategically planning out your life in a way that is it's literally amazing what this can do. And you will start seeing serendipities once you start diving into these energies. It's like, oh, I can tell how this feels better. Oh, I can see where I should be avoiding this. Or there's a flare up of some sort. It's probably because your space is attacking you instead of supporting you. Your space is there to help you achieve your goals. Okay, so yes, I talked about the TimeBlazr Tuesday, so you can already tune in for next week what's happening already, because that's already up on YouTube already. And then what I would love for you to do, especially if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Please give us that like button. You want to share, please comment. Let us know what's happening in your life right now. Because of the pandemic, please let me know one of the biggest setbacks that you have had, and let me see if I can find a metaphysical reasoning behind it to help you move in the right direction, because that's really what Feng Shui is about. It's very directional and helping you point yourself in the right direction. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to talk to you about today is about my annual event, which is coming up January 16th and 17th, 2021. It's going to be live stream this year for the obvious. It's kind of like we're not certain. I can tell you for a fact, and I'm going to say a fact, that the science and astrology are paralleling information. We already knew before science came about that we were going to come into a very difficult year of the metal rat, and so we are going to be looking at this tagging on the flu season on top of it. It's just safer that you guys stay at home. I can only imagine how you must feel more protected being in the safety of your own home, yet getting this powerful information to empower your life. So what you're going to want to do is go to bit.ly/metal ox. That's all lowercase. It's, again, a 2-day event, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. And what I'm going to be doing during that day, I'm just so excited, or 2 days, is what we're going to be doing is we're going to talk about world trends, just so you kind of understand what's kind of happening because of the metal ox. And then we're going to talk about the elements in your chart. We're going to talk about all of the animals and how they are going to be influenced. So you're going to want to run the charts of everybody you care about. That could be your family, your friends, your team. It could be your frenemies, the people that smile in your face but would just as soon stab you in the back. You want to know what's going on in their life as well. And then what we do is this amazing goal setting based on your energy, so you can start mapping out your year. Then we look at also the feng shui of your space, the flying star of your space. Then we're also looking at the universal gateway, which is Qimen Dunjia in Chinese. But this is looking at the spiritual side of your space and how you can tap into the energetics to start manifesting the things you want. It's a very impactful portion of the event. Then we also talk about the TimeBlazr, about how we can use time. I'll give feng shui activation. So this is, again, you're going to want to start getting prepared by getting that floor plan, getting your astrology charts all in line so that you are ready to go for that annual event. So there's extra early bird tickets that are on sale right now. So you want to grab them before that price goes up as we get closer to the event. And so that's what we have for you today. I'm going to just leave with this up on the screen so you can grab that. Again, those links are below. And I really appreciate very much your time and your following. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow when we talk about the Northeast sector. We have 2 more sectors to go before we finish up the floor plan for the month of September. Okay, see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.